Alright, so anyway guys, I'm making coffee. I just got back from Walmart. Uh, I, this one, anyway, this is what I do. These here are those little handy wipe things I was talking about. This will open up to about this. I've showed them before. I'll do one with water, but put a little bit in my hand. Doesn't take much. I'm rushing it right now, but a cap full of water would open this thing up if you gave it a minute. If you're in a hurry, yeah, you need a little bit more. And I'm in a hurry, so I'm going to give it a little bit more. There. But meanwhile, it opens up, and that's about it, about the size of a tissue, you know. And it's sturdy. Now what I do with them, not all of them, I got 1,000 of these. But I keep some out here, and I also keep them in the van. Because they won't open up with just alcohol alone. So you gotta use a little water. Because I tried with alcohol alone. Now this is, I think, 92%, so a little water is not going to hurt it. I may have too much in there. Hold on a minute. I got another one of those down here. Someplace, so let me get the other one. Because I know these are clean. And we'll put them in this one. Oh, one more. Come on. There you go. I don't even know how many I have there. I should keep track of how many this actually holds. But I normally don't use this one. I normally use the, like the small wonton soup container. Because I don't know if this will leak or not. So now that we got that mixed, I'll throw some in there. And you'll see them expand. So now they have an alcohol water mix, just enough water so they'll expand. And then after a while, because of the moisture itself, it'll seep through all of them and they'll all be just fine. Yeah, see, they're starting to expand now. They may expand more than I can fit in this jar. That's the only reason why I'm taking my time here. Then I'll keep some for here, because I keep these in the van as well. I have some that aren't done. Yeah, they're at a point where they're not going to expand anymore. Where they're not expanded, they're just in the bag like they were before. A big Ziploc bag. And if I need them, there we go. Let me put a few more in here. I want room for expansion. That's why I said I should count. Well, that one goes on in the trash. There. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more water in this one. Because this one will be here. This will be out there. So I want to make sure that out there has more alcohol, because those are the ones I use. I'll take one of these out if I'm getting gas, because I use it to work the gas pumps in my hands at the same time, so I'm not touching anything. If I'm out on a call in a store or anything like that, I always keep these on hand. And usually I'll take one with me in the store. And if they have that, it's got alcohol on it, so I know it's okay. But if they also have that sanitizer, I'll put a little squirt on it and then roll it back up. And I just keep it in my hand, and I can wipe the cart down occasionally with it, or wipe my hands with it. Alcohol. Alright, so let's put this all over here. Get the top for this. Put this over here. I'm going to put the top on this. Wait a minute. And let that do its thing. This one I'll keep in here. But for most part, we're pretty well set here. This gets thrown out. And if you put just a little bit and give it time to expand, this is almost dry. So if you needed to wipe with it, you don't want alcohol on it. But you only need a few drops. Let it sit there for a few minutes while you're doing your thing. And then when you open it up, it's basically dry. I mean, it's a little damp, but it's dry. And then you can wipe your butt with it if you needed to. I just want to sample it to make sure it was okay. There's still alcohol in here. I'll save that. You never know what you're going to use it for. Ta-da! Now they said, and apparently they lied, but it's not in the box. But underneath, and there's nothing back. Dividers. They said it came with a half a dozen dividers. Which it didn't. I just made a fresh pot of coffee. I made it weak because I don't have 50-50. And I added a lot of moo. So now that I have enough drawers, I can organize all those nuts, bolts, and screws I got over there. And put them in the order in which they should be in. Because over there, oh, I'll unplug it for a minute, but it's going to turn off, so hold on. It just stopped recording. I don't even know if it was recording what I just went through or I went through. So I may have done that and showed you a lot of nothing. Okay, this is 20 by 16. There's no carriage, there's no lip on it, so there's no storage up here. So that'll make it easier to slide in. So we're all set with that. Whoop, almost knocked that on the ground. There's a pencil. This pencil's broke. I'm gonna do that today. I gotta order some of those other pencils. Okay. These are going to go in the truck. These are going to stay in here. Truck. Here. Okay. Coffee. I keep moving it, saying I want it, and I keep forgetting it. I had a little too much moo juice in there, and it cooled it down a bit. Okay, so let me get my orders. I was right next to a Lowe's. I should have just went in there, but I didn't have. Do they care? No. That's the problem. When things or companies get too big, one or two complaints is not going to hurt them. So they don't care. That's all there is to it. Yeah. When they get that big, regardless of what it is, they really don't care. Okay. I'm done. Now, I don't feel like going back in the house to get the gun because I really don't want to start the gun today. The holster for my FN 45 tactical. Tactical. Well, that's pretty good, huh? Not bad. Oh, and it's actually keeping me cool too. Oh, I don't even have the air out here going. Alright, so let me put this over here to remind me that I gotta do it. These are gonna go into the truck. These are going to stay here. This is going to go out to the birds, so hold on a minute. Well, when I was just out there, when they see me, I put 50 pounds of feeder in the feeder, feed in the feeder. Wow, is that well already? Wow. Must have been hungry. But the other day, the wife says, we've got a couple of owls. Now we do. So what is it that you're trying to tell me? Well, take a guess. We need an owl house. We do. Oh, wrong way. Alright, now I'm not going to adjust for the nibbler because the nibbler doesn't work. Even though, man, what a nice job it would have done. I'm going to have to use a cutting wheel. And this is one of those things where I'm saying, I wish I had a plasma cutter. You know, how many times I say that? And then I get through whatever it is I had to do. Okay, do I really need one? And this is what I do. I battle myself. Okay. That's that. This one is not going to work with that blade. It's just not going to happen. And I remember. Let's try this blade on that. Seeing that I have a lot of them, and it'll also, well, not a lot of them, but I got like a half a dozen. because it'll also tell me if it's the speed as well. You know, those blades, even though it says metal on it, I don't see that happening. But, there. Even though it's not going to work very good on metal, it may be alright on light stuff. You know, like plastics and stuff like that, I guess. So, I'll find a use for them. Because I did put that one and the other one, which is a little bit bigger, has more speed to it, and it didn't make any difference. Okay, okay, okay. Where are you? Come on, be nice. There you are. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta order some Dremel cutting tools. I got some out there, but I don't have any here. I can see where the pencil go, I guess. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see what happens. These are not shatterproof. Well, you know what? I'm not going to be doing much, and it's going to be over here anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not. Boom. Boom. It's doing something. I'm not all the way through. Well, I'm hoping it. When it goes through enough, maybe not. Where it'll bend. I don't think it will. No. Now I got this one going. This one's a little bigger. I don't know if I can get it in here or not. No, I'm just going to put it in the vise. Why I ran the magnet over it is because there's a lot of dust between the wheel and the cutting of the metal. Now, it may not hurt a paw by walking through it, but they may lick their paw to clean it. And we really don't need that to be happening. So to have a little of this picked up on the magnet, I just undo it and we're all set. Okay, so that is now maybe a little deeper. It seems, you know what, let's try it. Hold on guys, get it to go. But I don't want to stretch it. Yeah, let's take a second to cut it a little bit further. Actually, I can use the water bottle. It's gonna be heavier. And let's get this going one more time. One more time. At least now I can get my hand down there. Wing! That reminded me of something. I gotta tell you about it. Because now it's gonna bother me. When I was cutting that reminded me of something. And now I gotta find the guy. Just don't know where to look. Years ago when I had the store, it was a communication shop. Alright, now I know this is going to end up breaking the camera. I just know it. Anyhow. Get some of these things done to get them out of the way. The nuts and bolts are over there. That's going to take a couple of hours. And I'm not going to bore you with all that. The wife is going to come out here later and label for me. Which is good. Because I can start putting them in where I need them while she labels them. Well, I want to make sure they are what they are. Alright, now, this is part of the table saw. Oh shit, what the hell? Jesus. I gotta apologize, I can't remember who the hell you are. I watch all his videos. Him and Duke, I watch their videos. Well, I watch everybody's videos actually. But him and Duke, for some reason, always come up first my list. So I see them first. And I don't know how that happens, because by no means is it alphabetical order. I should check into that. Anyway, he had mentioned it would be a lot easier to make a router table out of wood, which it would be. Thing is, I haven't got room for it. So by making it part of this extension on the saw, the table saw, I can build this plate, or actually now I've already cut the plate, not build the plate. Cut the plate, attach it to here. I can attach this to the plate under here, and when I need it, I just got to bring it through, because I'll have a hole in the plate, and this plate will be attached to this. So then I still have use as a plate, and I have use as a router, because I really haven't got room here as much as I like to. I have another router. I just don't, I gotta find it, because I had no room for it at the time, so I put it away. And then I was down in Home Depot a few years ago, and I seen this little one. No, that's perfect. It's easy to put away. It comes in a little case. And now the other one is somewhere in one of these little buildings on the property. So that's kind of how that works. So, as much as it would definitely be a lot easier for me just to build one out of wood, but I wouldn't even have done that, to be honest with you. I probably just would have went and bought one. But I haven't got a whole lot of time here, as you can see. I'm always doing something. I'm trying to get caught up on some of these things. But I keep making more work for myself. So I think that's more so just in my I don't want to say in my genes, but in my makeup, my body and mind, even though neither one can deal like they used to. I think I mentioned it to somebody already. I'm kind of used to working, 3 jobs a day, 3 jobs a day, basically. For 50 plus years. And I think that's why I'm always running around doing 10 different things at once. I mean, we all have our reasonings as to why we do them. But that's the only reason that I can think of why I do it. I need to mark this. I need to clean this down, but I'm not going to clean this down, the edge on this, until I actually have it on here. Then I'll put it on the grinding wheel. Let me move you guys over here so you'll get a little closer. I'll put it on the grinding wheel so that everybody, well, not everybody, but all the edges will get ground in evenly. Let me turn that fan around a little bit here. Kind of screwy weather out there. Alright, whoop, sorry about that. I just jumped under the wire and everything seemed to move. So anyhow, that's kind of like where I'm at, and that's where I'm heading, I'm thinking. Is that any better? Who knows? So this and this have to go together. So this is going to go on here like so. I want it up this way a little bit more. There we go. Get a couple of quick clamps. I may be better off using the 360 camera. I do have it out here. I do. Do this the other way. There we go. But that's not going to do it either, is it? So we got to find a home. There we go. What I meant by find a home, I wanted to find a spot where I can rest the bottom so that it doesn't do one of these things like it was trying to do. Because there's framework under there, I don't need a lot. Okay. So this is where it's going over here. Take this little puppy. Actually, what I should do is just take that plate off. That would be easy to plate off. Hang on. Looks like it's in a hole. This plate's not going to be out here anyway. I'll put it in the basket or in the case rather. Put the stuff. Right, nice. They put the plates the right total size. I'll use a mini one or a small one. You know, too small. Usually I use a drill on this. That's somewhere else. Oh, it's over there. I don't think I'm over there. You just can't walk over there. I have to walk around the whole shop to get there. Be all shop. Okay. So now we get that piece out of the way. So this is going to go here. That it is. And we're going to, which way? Does it really make a difference? No. I'm going to put it right there. There's the center hole. There's no problem at all. I need, oh, here it is. I got it. If it doesn't break, I have it. Here you go. This doesn't take much to make a mark. However, they break real easy. That reminds me, I gotta get on the internet. I gotta order the pencils and some batteries. There's things that I can order on the net that I can at least get in here. Okay. So now, with that being done, it's time to take all this back off. I'm going to take this over to the drill press. Alright, so I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. That's what we got there. So let's take a walk. Let me get a piece of metal off the bottom. Let's take a walk around. Because I gotta go this way. Whoop. This 10-foot cord comes in handy. It does. But again, look. I mean, do you see the mess I got going here, guys? I got this thing I'm trying to straighten out, which will be done today. Trying to get that done so I can get this back together. Because then it'll give me more ledge to clutter up. And I'm still working on trying to get this straight. Because I moved all this when I moved the toaster oven over here so I can work with the Kydex press. Put that up there. Alright, so let's put this here someplace. Well, I guess that's a spot. Let's turn on a light over here. And this one up here. There. What's that switch for? I have no idea. Is that for this? I bet you it is. I got a live wire. Well, I got a switched wire up here that I can use. Huh. Okay. Alright. Let's move this a little bit so I can get to the key. To the key. Actually, I should use this one to start the hole. I don't think that's going to be good enough to start a hole. Let's go a little bit smaller, and then we'll gradually work our way up. And then I'll get the unibit in there, and that'll take it all. Or some call it a step bit. I think they even label them step bits on some of them. And then some label them unibits. Come on, get in there. I know, guys, I just moved you. Sorry about that. Is my squirt bottle going to squirt? It is. Okay. I should have prick punched it, but I'm not going to worry about it. You know, even with this, well, I'll tell you in a minute. I know I should have prick punched it. Hello. And you know what? When you're trying to do something that's like precision in some way, shape, or form, you know, that is a lot. Because if that starts to track a little bit, it's going to continue to track. So that, even though it costs more than the other stuff, that little wobble is a pain in the ass. And with the bandsaw, I've set the guides on that I don't know how many times, and I just can't get them to cut straight. It just doesn't want to do it, and that's not going to fit. So I got to get one more size. Drilling in big stuff to where I need it. But I'm finding myself getting more involved. Now, I usually have the trash over here. Hold on, guys. I gotta leave you alone for a minute. I gotta go over here and get rid of this metal. Now let's attack it from the other side for a minute. Whoop. Okay. Over there, wipe it down, and we'll see where we're at. And for now, I'm just going to put you right here so you can kind of see what's going on until I decide what the hell I'm doing. So we have this. You get the ring. Oh, yeah, let me drop that on the ground. Ring. I don't need this. I'm using this to see if these are all going to match. Good. So all the holes will line up. So I got some sanding whatever. And then I got this, which has got a cutter on it, but I don't know. And this is not going to fit. Well, at least it has a piece of sanding tube on it. That actually seems to be working. As long as I'm not going high speed with it, I guess I'll be okay. I think we're set. I do. I'm going to get the magnet off here. Any shavings to get on the boys' paws. Alright, now we're done with that. This goes this way and this way. Now these are the only thing that's going to be in the way of catching on anything. But, no, I may change these. This isn't going to be a big deal. Right now I'm just trying to get everything in place. But I think I have some nice countersunk. Well, almost along. Now see here, one of these is screwdriver. Ah, because I'm going to take these off one more time. Because I want to put Loctite on them. Now this, hopefully, will fit in here. Let's drop the cord. Right there. Ah, let me bring you over there. Give you an idea of what the finished product may look like. Okay, now this is going to go back on the saw over there. This I'm going to sand down the edges. I'll get the sander out. Sand down the edges. This will be all bolted down, or yeah, I'm not going to weld it. I'm going to just bolt it. And this actually raises and lowers, so that'll be down. And when I need to get to it, I just come up under here and loosen up the switch or the lock right here and turn it right here, and I'm done. So that's kind of where we're at. So now, when that's flat, I can still use this as a saw top or just to work on. And if I need that, I just go underneath and raise it up.